The thing you just built for yourself is a graveyard with no return.
I warned him, but Dalong's greed blinded him. He stole my land for his ego.
Here, power is just shouting. He acted like a king, unaware the ground was shifting.
Listen, Zhou Yang, our village is being renovated, and we need to look at the big picture. We have to do what's best for everyone. Dalong has a large family, and his 4-story villa on this high ground will represent our village well. Just take a step back and compromise.
When the village chief stepped in, it wasn't to stop the theft, but to wrap it in the flag of the big picture.
Zhang Fugi wanted me to sacrifice my home, so Dalong could have his high ground prestige. He called it a compromise.
Experts warned of geological hazards, but Dalong ignored the science.
He thought his money could buy off the laws of physics.
Don't try to scare me with those papers. Our the Wang family generations have built houses here, relying on fate and our ancestors. Since when do a few pieces of paper and some damn mud tell me what to do? I have the money. Today, this land is mine.
Let them think I'm afraid. Dalong is walking into a trap.
His calm preceded the collapse. The game begins. I insisted on a legal waiver so they couldn't retreat when the walls cracked.
Sign it, Dalong. Trade your future for this high ground.
If you want the land, then sign it. Once signed, this solid ground is yours.
He snatched a liability, not a prize.
The land is a ticking time bomb. Dalong built on mud while I looked deeper.
The thing you just built for yourself is a graveyard with no return.
The swamp was a nightmare. My workers were terrified to step on it.
6 meters to bedrock. I saw a foundation that survives floods.
A depth of 6 meters. You can't even find a rock the size of a fist. The soil's bearing capacity is near zero.
I brought in a massive hydraulic pile driver.
I was buying structural integrity, not throwing money away.
I need a 240-ton fully hydraulic static pile driver. In addition, prepare 12 high-strength concrete pipe piles, each 400 millimeters thick and 95 millimeters deep, at a length of 9 meters. Load them and move in immediately.
The village laughed at my pillars disappearing into the muck.
Dalong mocked my shack, while his villa rose on lies.
What a waste. He's throwing his money into this muddy pit, and he won't get anything out of it.
My piles finally hit the rock layers 7 meters down.
Lock it in. Anchor this house to the earth's bones.
Freeze! Release pressure.
Dalong couldn't understand spending so much on things unseen.
Explaining physics to him was like talking to mud. These piles are my victory.
Wang Dalong, you don't understand structural mechanics. So I don't blame you. These are deep-seated end-bearing piles. At these 12 points, even if I were to park 10 heavy trucks carrying 50 tons of weight right here, they wouldn't cause even 1 millimeter of vertical sinking.
His villa is impressive, but fissures are forming. Rain will end it.
A cold prophecy of disaster.
As for your 4.5-story villa, I hope your building's weight is as light as your words.
Rain falls as Dalong laughs, showing off his prestige.
The mud will turn to soup. Dalong, are you ready to swim?
Are you planning to sleep right in the mud?
Dalong is on a geological trap, too busy counting land to notice the liquid nightmare.
His foundation will slide when saturated. He's looking into his own grave. I'm anchored to bedrock. Your ego is a ticking time bomb.
Boss Joe, this base plate thickness is way too much. It's just a single-story house.
This foundation is war. Workers think I'm crazy for burying this much steel.
Every rebar is a shield against hydraulic pressure.
Soon, this thickness will keep the earth from swallowing us.
Mixers pour industrial strength into the mud.
This C30 concrete is a ship's hull, dense as stone.
4 fully loaded heavy concrete mixers. Enter the site now. The grade must be C30, with high-efficiency water repellent, and absolutely no adding water mid-process.
Victory is sealed.
The chief mocks my concrete box while praising the mansion.
Long. This house is so grand. It's definitely the pride of our village. Unlike some people who are only fit to live in a concrete box for a lifetime without even enough for a coat of paint.
Let them have their pride. Gold paint won't hold back the mountain when the soil turns to soup. They're laughing now, but physics never forgets a debt. Thunder echoes. The sky demands payment for their arrogance.
Rain falls as gravity replaces the laws of man.
Nature is about to settle the score on all the lawless arrogance.
Floodwaters rise. Dalong laughs at my supposed drowning.
My house is a barge, anchored to the earth's bones.
Zhou Yang, now you've done it. That shack of yours is about to become a swamp for turtles. Maybe Big Brother Dalong will show some mercy and toss you a couple of tires to use as lifebuoys?
My raft foundation was compacted to extreme density. While his walls start to soak up the flood like a sponge, I'm sitting in a dry, impenetrable fortress. The outside pressure is immense, but my industrial-grade seals are holding perfectly. Not a single millimeter of seepage.
While the village panics, Zhou Yang sits in the eye of the storm, his professional calculations proven right by the rising tide.
No matter how high the pressure is outside, the groundwater can't seep upward even 1 single millimeter.
But outside, the real screams are starting. Dalong's villa is beginning to groan under its own weight. Will the pride of the village hold, or is the first collapse just seconds away?
Your shoes are dirty.
The insult is small, but the collapse will be loud.
Those are buried deep underground. substandard strip foundations. With the stress uneven at both ends, under several thousand tons of shearing force, the structure is wailing as it cracks. The concrete is being torn apart, and the internal steel bars, as thin as noodles, yield in an instant and snap completely.
Gravity has already made its decision.
Foundations shift.
The window. Break the window.
Sealant can't save a building without a base.
Money won't fix structural failure. Pathetic and useless.
Bricklayers. Call in the bricklayers for me. Go to the hardware store in town, break down their shutters, buy some sealant and quick-dry cement. Hurry, go.
Cracks are massive. Dalong and the chief are in denial.
Liar and fool. They blame the weather for tearing concrete.
How did such a huge crack get in this wall? Oh, Dalong, how did this crack get so big? Is the foundation sinking?
Zhang protects his corrupt legacy.
The flood is inside the walls.
This is a typical physical phenomenon. It's expansion and contraction. The current exterior paint is subpar. Temperature changes cause it to crack. At my meeting in town yesterday, I saw those buildings' walls cracking too. It's perfectly normal. Don't overreact. Dismissed. Everyone leave. Go home and prepare for the flood.
My laser system captures the villa's slow collapse.
The math is done. The villa tilts further every second.
The laser fires, sending data instantly back to the LCD screen. I look down at the display where the system automatically compares it to the building's initial coordinate data. Z-axis displacement, negative 24.3 millimeters, 2.4 centimeters. And in only one night, the western foundation of the building has shifted downward and sunk by 2.4 centimeters. This isn't just common paint cracking from heat and cold. It's a fatal sign of structural plastic deformation. The rain is still falling, with no signs of letting up. On day 4, Wang Dalong took the lead. And yesterday, the fast-setting cement that was forced onto the outer walls was crushed by the massive structural shear force. It didn't even last 12 hours.
The storm unearthed secrets. My senses confirm. The western foundation sank 2 centimeters.
Hurry. Go get more cement. Stuff the old bed sheets in there too. Move.
Shear force tears through Dalong's cheap patches.
A 3-degree tilt is fatal. Even the water knows the truth. Dalong hides.
The water. What's with this glass? The table is clearly flat, but it's spilling out on its own? Who's opening the door? How did it open by itself? The lamp. It's crooked. No, the ceiling is tilted. This building is moving. This building is actually moving. Quickly, move faster. Carry all those wooden logs from the backyard over here. Hurry up.
Dalong fights concrete with wooden logs. Pathetic ignorance.
Stop talking. It won't collapse if we hold it. Jam the base into the mud. Find the pressure point. Hurry. Hold it steady. Yes, like that. Bring more pillars. Hold it tight for me. Get a sledgehammer. Hurry, bring it here. Hammer those base beams into place. Wedge them tight. Don't let it budge 1 millimeter.
I've calculated the failure. Noon is the deadline. The glass will shatter first.
At exactly 12 noon, it will collapse right on schedule. The first thing to give way won't be the foundation at the bottom, but this massive panoramic tempered glass curtain wall. The tilt angle intensifies. The frame of the entire building is undergoing extremely severe plastic twisting.
The glass shatters, turning the floor into a death trap.
Run, hurry, the glass is collapsing. Explosions, the second floor exploded, the wall is coming down, run, help, don't stay here, this building is alive. It's going to swallow us.
Even as the structure groans, Chief Zhang Fugoi arrives to spin the disaster as a minor weather issue. He's still trying to protect his corrupt legacy, while the ground literally dissolves beneath them.
Leader, thanks for your hard work. Coming out in this heavy rain personally makes you a role model for our town. This rare thunderstorm is to blame. The ground got soaked and sank slightly. Our village collective has organized repairs, and we'll head to town this afternoon to buy high-strength steel cables.
Lies fail against senses. This tomb is beyond its safety margin.
With steel ropes? Do you think you're setting up a tent? This is 1,000 tons of reinforced concrete, and the sensor data is off the charts due to a catastrophic failure of the shallow foundations. This building's physical center of gravity has shifted completely beyond its safety margin. Look closely. The rebar has suffered irreversible deformation, and the core concrete is being crushed by the shear force. The structure is finished. Even a miracle couldn't save it now.
Total loss. Dalong's millions are a liability as his work is condemned.
Evaluate the damage and classify it. For the building on BINGE Village, residential plot 07, the ruling is total loss and structural destruction.
Dalong is dragged away. As the villa tilts, who else will sink in the mud?
BINGE Village Building 42 has suffered structural shear failure and is classified as a Grade D dangerous building.
The true cost of Dalong's greed is finally surfacing, and it's far uglier than anyone expected. As the villa tilts, the authorities arrive to confirm what my senses already knew. The dream is officially dead.
The structural failure is undeniable. BINGE Village Building 42 has become a liability, and the first step is cutting off its life support before the whole thing sparks a fire.
Listen up, everyone. Per the Disaster Prevention Act and Structural Safety Assessment, this building could suffer a fatal and total collapse at any time. Mandatory evacuation is now in effect. Within 5 minutes, Inside the building and its 30-meter perimeter, no living thing is permitted.
Evacuation ordered. A 30-meter death zone.
Dalong clings to rubble, his fate decided.
Desperation reaches a boiling point.
The mob begs for the protection they once mocked.
Villagers demand entry to the only safe ground.
I know you're in there. Zhou Yang, stop playing dead. Help!
Third uncle uses family ties to guilt his way in.
I'm family now? Physics doesn't care about lineage.
Zhou Yang, I'm your third uncle. We are neighbors, and family is family. Don't be so cold-hearted. A house is just an object, but lives are at stake. Your place is spacious. Open the door and let us in. That is how a junior should behave.
I argue with data, not emotions.
Letting you in is structural suicide. Load limits matter.
Based on architectural load codes, the mat foundation of my bungalow, its dead load and live load limits, at the moment the blueprints were finalized, were permanently locked. The 6 of you adults, plus the safe, cases of liquor and other supplies, by a conservative estimate, mean the added weight has exceeded 1.2 tons. If I let you force your way into my space, it would mean my foundation would have an added 1.2 tons of high-density uniform load.
The contract proves he accepted all risks.
The contract is his death warrant. I won't share his burden.
The contract is clear in black and white. Clause 2 states clearly, after the land swap, all geological disaster risks are solely assumed by Wang Dalong. They have no connection to Zhou Yang physically or economically.
The villa is undergoing fatal plastic deformation.
5 degrees of tilt. Gravity will finish what greed started.
Latest mapping data shows the tilt of the Wang Dalong building has exceeded 5.4 degrees. The rebar within the load-bearing pillars is suffering from extremely severe tensile stretching. In 2 hours at most, that building will collapse under its own weight.
A final warning. Stay back.
Physics is more merciful than my high-voltage defense.
There was a massive and total physical collapse. Where you're standing now is part of my private defense zone. If you try to break down my door again, I will immediately activate the high-voltage defense system. Laws of physics have no mercy.
Even as the ground dissolves, Dalong's delusion remains unshakable. He thinks a few diesel pumps can reverse the laws of nature and save his concrete tomb.
He's offering $20,000 to anyone foolish enough to enter a death trap. He still thinks money can buy off gravity, even as the walls groan under the pressure.
Whoever gets those pumps from me, I'll give them $20,000 in cash. The crank. Engage.
Dalong gambles with lives, but physics doesn't take bribes.
Dalong hopes for a miracle to save his sinking pride. The water won. Dalong is now a scavenger.
I need to get some money. And go to town to rent a place and buy food.
I watched him from my dry porch. He wasn't the king of the village anymore. He was just a desperate man realizing that concrete doesn't feed you when the foundation is gone.
Dalong tries to sell soggy furniture for cash.
That wood is a sponge for rot.
Oh, Yang, this sofa I bought from Red Star McAllen. It's genuine Siam rosewood. Though it's soaked in water, the high-quality wood remains. I'm being fair here. It originally cost $88,000. Give me $10,000 in cash, and you can take it.
I didn't even blink. I told him straight. Its physical integrity isn't even as strong as a standard piece of industrial compressed cardboard.
Data doesn't lie. Dalong has no leverage.
I offered $12 for his toxic waste.
It has no value to me. By low-quality wood standards, it's 10 cents per kilogram. You can refuse the deal, but let me remind you, in 24 hours, it will fully rot, turning into a pile of mushroom-covered toxic waste. Right now, you can still get enough for 10 buns. Otherwise, use it as a moldy stool.
My team arrives to stabilize the infrastructure.
We're locking down the future of this hillside.
Start unloading. Lock the tracks. Set up hydraulic interface.
Dalong's villa is in the direct line of fallout.
You can't bribe the earth to hold up greed.
No, stop it. My house, my money.
The villa was erased by the pull of gravity.
Arrogance defying science is crushed by gravity.
Arrogance defying science is ultimately crushed by gravity, erasing everything completely.
The investigation begins. Who's next?
Zhou Yang. Everyone has moved away. The power lines are being removed. So, why cling to this piece of concrete like a hermit? Come with me to town. There is still a spot in the relocation program.
The chief tried to manipulate me one last time.
He saw a hermit. I saw the geological truth. I was anchored to a golden future.
Zhang Fugui, based on evidence from the Town Planning Committee and the audit report, during your tenure, you approved land swaps illegally and are suspected of cutting corners on projects. You are now under arrest.
Handcuffs arrived for the man of illegal deals, exposing the rot.
His arrest is the ultimate collapse. You can't reinforce an audit. I only care about variables that don't lie. Greed and bribes failed.
In this contest that transcends time, politics, and human relationships, Wang Dalong lost to his ignorance, the village chief lost to his arrogance, and as the sole winner, I simply followed the most basic laws of physics. In this universe of gravity and structural mechanics, only things built on a solid foundation are worthy of a future.